This tells the story of a group of 10 teens from across Canada, brought together by chance and a shared interest in the Shad program, who would spend 4 weeks creating not only an incredible project, but a shared experience that will last a lifetime. That group was us, Shad Rigel's Design Team 5. It started with a question: how might we replicate an organ and its function in space? The organ we chose to replicate was the brain. It's something that most of us have had experience with through our loved ones or even ourselves, the fragile and fatal nature of the brain and its ailments, including brain tumors and strokes. It is an area of study that has had far too little research and breakthroughs compared to its impact on humanity. That's what we aim to replicate: the brain and its fluid and membrane, as well as a tumor and its fluid and membrane. The experiment itself would observe not only how each fluid diffuses across the membranes, but also how they interact with each other once they do. Thus began the brain box. Inside a payload is a small container of liquid next to 2 barriers of different thicknesses. On the other side is a tube filled with another liquid and an empty space. That tube is attached to a syringe that will push the liquid toward the membrane, encouraging diffusion and interaction at a distance that will allow it to maximize the integrity of the experiment while assuring the liquid will interact with the membrane. The syringe is depressed by a motor triggered by an accelerometer once it detects microgravity. Also present is a one-way valve that will prevent diffusion back across the membranes once the experiment leaves microgravity. A camera is capturing the results when they happen, and there will be 3 trials happening simultaneously. But why is microgravity important, you ask, when diffusion can be observed on Earth? The brain is very complex, and the conditions of microgravity can help replicate it more accurately. We hope this experiment can give a better understanding about how the blood-brain barrier works and better the treatment of tumors and strokes and the diffusion of medication within the brain. At Design Team 5, we hope to provide beneficial results towards the field of biomedical science, as well as show that this style of experiment can be done successfully and applied to future studies, and demonstrate the potential for applying new commercial spaceflight opportunities to medical research and treatment both on Earth and in space. Contemporary, compelling, creative. The Brain Box, created by Shad Rigel 2020 Design Team 5, brought to you in part by Shad Canada, Blue Origin, and Luna Design.